Hi, everybody. It's Elle, and I am about to do a couple things here. I'm going to be doing some dishes, getting myself some green tea for the evening, and chatting with all of you fine people that want to chat with me. So here I am. I don't know who else is on live. I haven't even checked. So if I'm upstaging anybody or taking away from their time, I do sincerely apologize. But I wanted to go live all day, and today has just been a very busy, hectic thing for me today. So, let's see. Let's begin at the beginning. There was a mandatory meeting at my workplace today. And all I can say is it was silly. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into details. It's silly. The whole thing is silly. Just a lot of crazy stuff going on, and stuff I can't talk about, can't get into, but it was really, I'm not really sure why we had the meeting, but we did. So anywho, that is what it is, I guess. We'll just leave that at that. Then we were going to go to a new church. Well, not really a new church. My church has 3 campuses, so I was going to check out this new campus. So we were going to do that. However, I didn't have the right address for the new campus. They only gave me the address for the other 2 campuses. So I was telling the bus driver, oh, yes, I want to go to such and such a street. And it was the old campus. So, oh, yes, she took me to that street. It was at the old church. We walked in, sat down, and I whispered to Matthew, what are you feeling right now? He's like, I don't know, but I'm really not into this. I'm not feeling it at all. I said, me either. Let's go. So we got up and left. And from there, what did we do? He had some errands to run, so he did that. I came home and hung out with the cats and fed them and did the normal everyday routine of household, whatever, obligations. And cleaned a little bit. And we have a new, what do you call it? New happenings, new developments. That's what they say. We have a new development. Yes, we have a new development. Here's the new development. See this over here? This was my couch. It is now my bed. My husband, who is on the spectrum, has decided that we need a little bit of time. He needs a little bit of time to regroup. Now, I don't know if you know about anybody on the spectrum, but they get very overwhelmed by a lot of sensory stimulation, which means if there's a lot of talking going on or a lot of stressful things happening, and he's got some stressors in his life right now that he's dealing with, it's just too overwhelming for him. So he decided that it was a good time for us to take a little bit of a separation time so he can regroup a little bit. So, and I have heard, hey honey, I have heard that healthy married couples at times need time away from each other so they can miss each other again and kind of like rekindle the flame, so to speak. Yeah, so I guess that's part of it too. I don't know. Anywho, I'm just going with the flow. I work tomorrow for a little while, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm keeping my options open for other places, but I am still sticking with what I'm doing now until those doors open for the other places. Maverick and Bo decided they were going to try to run outside in the dark tonight. Matthew was able to grab Bo, and Maverick came back on his own. So Bo didn't have his collar on. I had just taken his collar off because it's getting late. It's getting dark out. So it's my signal to Bo when I take his collar off that it's nighty-night time. We're going to start winding down for, nighttime, get a treat or whatever, and then go to bed. Yeah, so what I forgot about Bo, which I have discovered about Bo, is anytime there are changes happening, Bo does not adjust well to those right away. So when we started moving stuff around, Bo was very confused. He was jumping up on mattresses. He was looking around like, what on earth is happening? What's happening to my life? It's all turning upside down and back and forth and whatever. So I think that kind of threw him a little bit, and he got kind of scared, and that's why he tried to run. Although he didn't go far. He was just at the neighbor's house. But he did kind of make his getaway like he did the last time. If you remember, when he ran away last time for like 2 weeks or whatever miserable time that was, it was right after we rehomed the guinea pigs. And he knew that. That was his little perch where he would sit up on and drop the lettuce into the cage and stuff. And that was just gone. It's like, I felt sad, and I feel sad now because it's like, we don't ask our pets for permission to move their territory around. You know, we don't even think of that. And it's got to be hard on them too. Hey, Super Cereal, how are you? Got to be hard on them too because, you know, it's their world too. It's the only world they know, the one we dragged them into from the time they were kittens or puppies or whatever. So they get established in a certain thing that they expect, and then all of a sudden they're like, whoa, wait a minute, where'd that go? You know, that thing moved that was there before, and that kind of thing. So I could imagine he was kind of disconcerted about where the heck is everything, you know. Bobo, there's nothing in here for you, dude. There's nothing. There's nothing in here for you. Do you want some milk? I'll give you a little bit of milk. You guys want a little milk? I know. Don't give cats milk. It's not healthy. They can't digest it. As I always say, every one of my cats, and I've had hundreds of them, has had milk and lived to tell about it. So, food. Yeah, Grandma Ducky likes food, you know. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I know. I'm going to give you some milk. But there's a piece of wax or something, so let me get that out. There you go, guys. There you go. There's some milky before bed. Anyhow, that is that. I am doing my dishes right now. That's what I'm about to do. They need to be done. It is a late Sunday night, and I've just been kind of busy today. Too busy to bother with dishes, so now is that time to get those done. One nice thing I have, in the other room now. Hi, Lee. Glad to see you too. I have not only my bed in here now, but a desk over there. Do you see the desk? So when I film, I can sit in my chair at the desk. I can do my diamond painting over there or whatever. Now there is some laundry over here because that laundry is going to get washed eventually. That's the plan. But I have a nice little arrangement in there. So, yeah, that'll be nice. Matthew's got his TV in, his gaming system, and all the things he needs to unwind and regroup. And he can come out and talk to me at his leisure and whatever. He won't be overwhelmed by too much sensory stuff from the cats and me and life around him and phone calls. And, you know, he can just chill a while and get his bearings or whatever. Where's the new blanket? Oh, it's on the other bed. It's on Matthew's bed. So, well, our bed that he's using. I don't have that blanket. I have my blanket. I have my my weighted blanket. And then I have the old comforter underneath me. So there. That is actually our fold-out couch, and it has a mattress and a comfort foam on it for me. So that's how we made it into a bed. That is what we did. So he has the beautiful new blanket on the other bed. That's where it is, to answer your question. Hopefully that answered your question. I did have like a question I asked. Yes, I like my weighted blanket. At the meeting today for work, I said, because they said that they're going to bring new hirees in, and I said, well, you're having trouble letting the ones that are there work because they say labor is too high, whatever the heck that's supposed to mean. So why would you be hiring new ones? Well, Matthew explained to me it's not that they're hiring new ones. It's that these people were hired around the same time I was, but they had paperwork that they had to get in, and I guess now they finally got it in. So now they're going to be starting. It's not that they hired them. They're going to be starting finally. But still, like, if I work for like 4 hours, they try to give me a break in the middle of it, like a half-hour break. And I'm like, why do I want to work for 3.5 hours? Are you, Grandma Ducky? That's cool. Yeah, mine is like a little halter top. See, it's like a halter top. I actually cut it off. It was a big blousey thing with sleeves and everything. I ripped the sleeves off. I sewed the sides up. I just made it like this because it's comfortable for like a little house shirt to wear around the house. So that's why I did it. I will be right back. Hold your thoughts a minute or talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Ugh, cat's made a mess of this milk I gave him. Thank you, Lee. I like it. So I had to grab my stuff out of the bedroom because... Oh, okay, Miller. I'll have to check it out. Don't take it down. I'll watch it. I haven't seen it. Because when Matthew goes, to regroup, it's kind of like Miller, how he goes, things get too overwhelming. He goes back to 1984 or 5 or whatever. Well, we just don't hop in our elevator or whatever it is, time machine, I guess, and go back to 1980s. We just go in separate rooms and regroup that way and kind of have some alone time. It's important. You got to do that once in a while. It's different for me. I'm not used to a guy saying, honey, I need you to give me some space. I need some time to just kind of be by myself and figure some things out. But, it's a good thing. I'm not worried about it. Not like I won't see him. He lives here, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would love to do a chat with you, Lee. Read your comment. I read that you said the blouse is cute. Hi, Grandma Ducky. You do lots one pot and pan cooking now on paper plates. Oh, yeah. That would be fun. You mean talk about like minimalizing kind of. Connie, I saw your message and I don't want to speak for my husband anymore. He asked me not to, so I'm not going to. Oh, your car almost died. Oh, that's not good, Miller. That's scary when your car's running out of oil and stuff. Sorry to hear that. Yikes. Yeah, I originally had a really cool title for my room, but I don't remember what it was. So, I just had to name it whatever I named it and go with that for now. But yeah, it was some kind of catchy thing. Not really clickbaity, but something catchy. Yeah, you don't want to blow the engine. That's true. Still haven't had anybody come and look at my SUV here that's parked in the driveway. Still waiting on that. The guy that was supposed to never got back to us. So, not sure. Right now, it's been sitting in the driveway so long that the battery's dead on it. So I would have to have somebody jump the battery first before they could even tell what's wrong with it. So, no, I'm thinking not, Miller. $16 old. Oh, wow. Yeah, you should be thanking God every time you get in it, for sure. That's excellent. I think if I had the money, if I had the right kind of job, I would just buy a new car. And then maybe I wouldn't have the trouble I have with all these used ones that I've always had. Because you put so much money into the used ones and then they still don't work right. Although I'm told by people that have brand new ones that they put a lot of money into theirs too and they still break down. It's just cars. Maybe not as much though or as often. I don't know. I've never had a new car, so I wouldn't know. Uh-oh, you're getting attacked. Who's messing with the Grandma Ducky? Hi, Mav. What do you want, buddy? What do you want, buddy. Let me take your bling bling collar off. Let me take your fishy bling bling off. There you go, buddy. There you go. Let me hang up Mavi's collar. What did I do with Bo's collar? I took it off, but I don't know what I did with it, Bobo Man. What do you do with your collar? Oh, lose your collar. Well, hopefully I can find it eventually. Put it in here. Okay, well, I have to go on a hunt for Bobo's collar soon. Oh, there's my hubby. Connie had a question for you earlier, honey, if you want to answer it. I'm not speaking for you. You speak for yourself. And you do it best in text, so glad you're here. Yeah, I know everybody's creeping on everybody. Everybody's real lifing everybody. Story of YouTube. Guess that's just how it goes on here. I swear I could go away for like 3 months and come back and it'd be the same old stuff. Different names and faces maybe, but the same stuff. It's just life, I guess. Yeah, you're not missing much on anything new, Lee. Just people mad at other people, doxing people. Same thing that always goes on here. It's never anything new. Your neighbor's a creeper. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good, Grandma Ducky. I'm sorry. I'm glad I have good neighbors. And even the kids in the back that we have now, they don't torture and harm their dogs. It's wonderful. We can go out and hear them playing. Today they all had some kind of guns they were shooting up in the air, like little cap guns, or not cap guns, but dart guns. They were like shooting them up into the air. I don't know what kind of guns they were, but they were kid guns, toys. And they just play out there, and they're so pleasant, and it's nice having decent neighbors. And then my other neighbor, like I told you, she's blind, and her daughter has a lot of disabilities and stuff, and they're very friendly with us, and they give us rides places sometimes if we need them. So we're really blessed with our neighbors. That's true, Grandma Duck. You can only be who you are. I told Matthew today, you do you, boo. And he said, stop talking like you're black. You're not black. I said, who says that's necessarily a black person comment? People are people. I've heard other people say, you do you, boo. It's just a way of saying be yourself, you know. You don't have to do what I tell you to do. I finally did talk to my friend that I called Tina today and yesterday. She's going through a lot of garbage in her life. I won't get into her details because those are hers to tell. But yeah, she definitely needed a friend. And unfortunately, I was on the bus part of the time I was talking to her. So I couldn't really make out what she was saying half the time. And then I had to let her go. And she called me a little bit later today and talked to me a few more minutes. Gave me some advice about my own job and the fiasco there. And then I took a nap. That's why I'm like wide awake, guys. I'm not tired at all. So figured I'd come on here and chat with you about whatever you want to chat about. Oh, you finished the dishes, or you be doing them with me? Well, that's nice. I'm glad I would have the company of you doing dishes with me. Oh, anyway. So, yeah, we didn't end up going to the church that I had wanted to visit today. I'm hoping maybe next week, if I don't have to work, we could go there. But we'll see. But I wasn't staying at the other church. I just was not feeling it. It just, I don't know. I can't explain it. You just know when you're in the right place. Not even just churches, just in general. Huh? You're a new name. Porch Peppy. Yes, I'm glad the kittens are back together, and Mavi and Bobo can play with each other and fight with each other, and it's wonderful. They're very happy. Anyway, if you see any underclothing or whatever laying around, it's because we moved the rooms around, so not everything got put exactly where it needs to go yet. We're still working on that. So don't get all freaked out over that. It's not like you haven't seen it before. Part of being human, you know. My book came, which I'm going to show you in just a minute when I get all these dishes done, which they're almost caught up. So use hot water and lots of soap. I always do. Is there a reason you're telling me to use hot water and soap? Oh, okay. Thank you for hiding whoever that was. I'm sure there's a reason you hid him. I trust you. I don't mod people I don't trust. So if you hid them, I'm sure there's a good reason why you did. I don't do dishes in cold water, Miller. That wouldn't make sense. Oh, they don't add enough soap when they wash. Well, I have to be careful with soap because I'm very allergic to soap. Thankfully, Dawn, I'm not too bad with. Yeah, Super Cereal's a pretty cool guy. I haven't had any issues with him at all, I don't think, ever. Except maybe when they first came on here that they kind of jumped on a bandwagon about me. But I think it was more they were trying to understand what was going on. So you can't hold that to their charge, I guess. But yeah, I'm excited about this new weight loss book that I got, which pretty much just took what I was doing already and solidified it into a workable plan, which I haven't quite gotten to that part yet in the book. I'm working on it though. I just literally got the book. I think it was yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry you and her are having problems, Miller. It might be a good idea for you just to leave each other alone, you know, just space. You do whatever you do and let her do what she does, and ne'er the twain shall have to meet, I guess. That's up to you, though. I don't get into any of those things anymore. I'm enjoying the peace in my life from not being entangled in all that stuff, so. Aw. Thank you, Lee. I look like I got sun? Maybe. I did today. Actually, we did have sun today. It was nice out, pretty much. Today and I think yesterday, too. And yes, it was sunny out now that I think about it. I don't ever think of that, you know. The sun is beating down on my skin, even through my clothes. And yeah, that's very possible I could have. Very possible. So, usually Grandma Ducky and I like to talk about food, so I'll tell you what I ate today. This morning was a fruit smoothie. I had some banana and some mixed fruit, some peanut butter, and a little bit of protein powder in it, and some cinnamon. Cinnamon is good to lower your blood sugar. It's good for weight loss too, I guess, because you lower your blood sugar and your insulin, then you can lose the weight. And then after that, we did all of our running around to the meeting, my meeting for work, and then we did some errands, and then Matthew did some separate errands and stuff like that. And we headed off to church at one point thinking we were going to the right one, and it didn't end up being the right one. So all that time we hadn't eaten anything. And then we did some grocery shopping for a couple weeks worth of groceries. Came home and I made stuffed Anaheim peppers with cream cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, the fresh Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, definitely. That's a good idea to get some sun gardening and stuff. And then after that, what did I make? I made some muffins. They were the blueberry muffins, just Jiffy mix, nothing fancy. And I made some frosting with my Swerve confectioner sugar. Which that stuff is so sickeningly sweet. Oh my god, it's worse than regular confectioner sugar. It has a different flavor too. Way too sweet for me. Anyway, I made that. Put the frosting on the muffins. And then I think we had a salad after that. Oh, we had some peanut butter and jelly crackers too. And then a salad. I think that's all we had. Oh, I had a half of a fast food sandwich too from KFC. We had to eat while we were out running around today, so I had a half a sandwich. Chicken sandwich. And yeah, that was it. And that will be it. That's all I will be having other than my tea before bed, and I'll be good. At one point, Matthew's blood sugar was pretty low, and I gave him some grape juice, just like about a half a cup. It took it from 80-something up to 102. So, y'all, if you're diabetic and you need to raise your sugar because it drops too low, grape juice is a great way to do that. Sometimes orange juice, too. People use that. And also, if you're trying to lose weight, being that it raised his sugar that fast, within like 15 minutes, you don't want to be drinking grape juice if you're trying to lose weight. You don't want to be raising your sugar that quickly. Not a good thing. So, lesson learned on that one. Anyway. Hey, I think my dishes are just about done. Got a pan here. Once the dishes are done, I'm going to turn the light off in this room and move my little tuchus into the bedroom area, the boudoir, as they say. Aw, Bobo's asleep. He wore himself clean out. Probably trying to run away from us. Okay. I think we are done in this room. I think Mavi's looking for some food. You looking for some food, bud? You haven't had much today, huh? You've been out running around playing. You probably worked up an appetite. Okay, there. You got it, Bo? Okay, good. All right, I'm going to turn this light off. Or I'll leave this on for the cats. I'm going to turn the big light off. I'll dump that dishwater later. Okay. And I'll kind of take you over here. This room's a little cluttery because we just moved everything over here tonight. But here you see my nice desk where I'm going to have all my stuff. Diamond painting and stuff. Got some clothes laying around here because I had to get my clothes out of the bedroom so he could do his respite time. That's what we're calling it, his respite time. What do I put in stuffed bell peppers? All kinds of stuff. I mean, for me, I like quinoa, so I put quinoa in it with maybe like some steamed vegetables. Some people put rice in stuffed peppers and ground beef, ground turkey, ground tofu, whatever. Whatever you like in them, really. It's up to you. It's not like a one size fits all. It's just whatever you want to put in them. So, yeah. That's what we do. Now I'm going to climb up on my bed and sit down. My legs are starting to hurt. Oh, I worked out today too. That was another thing. I did 5 minutes of weights, and then I did 20 minutes of Christian cardio. No, 5 minutes of Christian cardio, or like 6 or 8 or whatever. It was an uneven number. And then I did African Zumba. Like, I always think they look like gorillas or monkeys or something when they're doing these little, like, you know, this kind of thing. I did that. But I'll tell you, they may look like monkeys or gorillas. Maybe I did too. But it does give you a workout. You feel exhausted by the time you're done with that stuff. So I wore myself plumb out today. All right. I am going to probably turn this off. What are you doing, honey? You're not staying in your room very much for wanting respite. Okay. Well, anyway. Country shades, like cheese on top. Do what? Yes, please. Thank you. I totally forgot. All right. Anyhow, so yeah, I did some Zumba, and that wore me out totally. This is my book I was telling you all about. It's called What to Eat When. It is by two doctors, Roizen and Krupane. And Dr. Roizen is the main one, I think, that wrote this and talks through the whole thing. What?
Did you see my sugar thing?
No, I did not. I'm not sure where it is. I didn't move that. Huh? You got it?
I'm just going to take my sugar and then I'm going to make some of that peanut butter chocolate and see how much it raises my sugar, if it really does.
Good plan. We need to start getting that no sugar added peanut butter again. The blue lid.
Yeah.
That's going to make a difference. Anyway, so yes, the guy that wrote it, the doctor that wrote this book, started out as a neurosurgeon, I think. He worked as a neurosurgeon for 2 years, and then he moved and changed his practice, I believe, because he wanted to get into preventative medicine. And from there, he did a lot of research into some of the diet tests they did, like on mice and rats and animals, whatever. I think that he said a fruit fly. Yeah, they tested fruit flies because apparently the fruit fly's anatomy is the most similar to human anatomy of any type of creature, something like that. So he found out that when you eat the majority of your food in the morning, between the morning and before 2 o'clock, your body has a better way of dealing with it and you lose weight. But if you pile all the calories, they call it front loading and back loading, I think. Front loading means you eat the heaviest meals, breakfast and lunch. And back loading is when you wait till later at dinner and have a huge meal. So if you're trying to lose weight, according to this book, the best thing to do is front load. Start eating all of the majority of your calories of the day between morning and noon meal or whatever, lunch meal. And then dinner, eat very, very little. So the way they tell you to do that, one of the doctors eats salmon patties in the morning. So basically you flip your dinner around to breakfast time or lunchtime. And then for dinner, you eat super light. So they tell you to make pasta. Hi, Jeff. Right. Never a huge meal at night. I usually make like pasta the night before because they say if you make pasta, cook it regularly. And then in the morning, you get it out of the refrigerator and you eat it cold. Cold food acts like a fiber instead of a carb in your body. So your body uses it like fiber. Yeah, you're on a whole different schedule there, Grandma Ducky. This may not apply to you. You have to do what works for you. I'm just telling you about what the book says. You can take it or leave it. It's fine. This is what I've been doing for quite some time, actually, before I even had the book. So that's why I said it's not like a new diet. Yeah, same with you, Lee. You got to do what works for you. I would never tell anybody, well, this is how you have to do it. This is the only way. Everybody's body's different. But if you're trying to lose weight, this is important to know that they've actually done studies that have proven people that have eaten the heavier meal later on don't lose as much weight as the ones that ate the majority of their calories earlier in the day. Why is that? Because apparently your digestive system, the way you process food, works with your circadian rhythm. So what they suggest is eat when it's light out, stop eating when it's dark out. That's a simple way to put it. So, yeah, he says to snack. He talks about snacks. It's just a matter of what you snack on. basically. The reason he says eating later on is because the way the body rhythm works, it digests food easier, apparently, the earlier you eat it. This is just what the book says. So, like I said, take it or leave it. That's what I'm doing. So I will have pasta made the night before or rice, usually. I don't always. Like, I didn't make any tonight. I'm too darn tired. I don't feel like dealing with all that. But I'll make pasta or rice the night before. I'll let it cool overnight in the fridge. And then in the morning, I'll make it into pasta salad, or I'll just take the rice and mix it with some beans and some kind of vegetable or whatever. And I'll have a fruit, something like that. Whatever I would eat for a normal dinner, I'll eat for my breakfast now. Or sometimes lunch if I don't want to eat that early in the morning. And then after that, if I'm still hungry, I might have like some fruit, or you can have nuts as long as you don't eat like a lot of them, because nuts have a lot of fat in them. Oh, gotcha, Ducky. Hi, Amelia. And then after that, depending on when you have your breakfast / lunch, then later on when it's time for dinner, if you do this like on a regular basis, they say that you're not going to be super hungry at dinner time, and I never am. So it works for me. And those Anaheim peppers stuffed with cream cheese, those are like a dinner in themselves for me. I mean, that fills me up pretty good. I might have like a piece of fruit or maybe a salad later or something, but honestly, I don't need a whole lot more than that. But I do eat meat. I eat ground turkey. I eat chicken occasionally, fish, tuna fish, that kind of thing, salmon. So the one doctor eats salmon patties in the morning with sweet potato and a vegetable. Oh, cute kitty doing things over here with Daddy. He's playing. That's Bobo over there, rolling around and being himself. He must have got his fur out of place, and I has to lick it back down again. He's so cute. Anyway, oh, there he goes. Now he's playing here. You don't want to miss the Bobo antics. He loves attention. He loves to play. He's a sweet boy, huh, Bobo man? What is smelling mapley and gross?
I made that peanut butter stuff.
Ugh. Smelling like that exploded bird.
I'm sorry.
Ugh, gross. All right, anyway, I have a trigger. It's maple, cooking maple, like heated maple. I can't stand the smell of it. I've told that story before. It's nasty. Anyway, yeah, I know, Grandma Ducky. You're on a whole other schedule than most people I know, so you never like turkey. A lot of people can't. I mean, do what you got to do. I won't usually eat much cow meat of any kind. I feel the same way about that you do about turkey. So, oh, chocolate chip cookies. Matthew just made some chocolate chips with peanut butter. That's his snack. And usually they're sugar-free chips, but we didn't get the sugar-free ones this time. So he's checking to see if it raises his blood sugar too high. And if it does, we'll have to get the sugar-free ones from now on. Hi, the Bobo man. Hi, this man. He's my baby boy. You're my Bobo man. Hi, boy. You were trying to escape Mama today, huh? And you're like, well, you changed my environment. Now I don't recognize where I'm at, and it kind of confused me. So I got freaked out and left. Thought I was in the wrong house. Yeah, boy. I can sleep with Mama tonight. You won't be bothering Daddy and waking him up, huh? My sweet boy. Anyway, so that's the gist of the book. Basically, there's more to it, but that's as much as I got so far out of it. Just flipping the breakfast with the dinner. Yeah. And making sure the majority of the calories are in the morning and the lunchtime meal. Right, Bobo man? That's what we do. Yeah, and they even talk about how, you can have treats and snacks. Even if you're trying to lose weight, you just got to not do it all the time. And if you do want treats and snacks, you try to have like the sugar-free kind if it's going to be often, which is what I do. You want to play, Bo? Bo's going to play Chase the Laser now. I love watching him play. He does this weird thing where he like arches his back all funny. Just don't tear open my blanket, dude. I love that little whippy tail. That's my favorite thing about Bobo is his tail and his sweet face. Giving everybody a show, huh? Maverick likes to play with it too, but I think Mavi's on the floor. You're so goofy. I know. Bobo's a riot, huh? Actually, it's spelled B-E-A-U-X, like the French spelling of it. B-E-A-U-X. The other Bobo, whose name is actually Frey, was our neighbor's cat. And that was a black... Well, no, he was a gray cat. He was short-haired, though, I think. The other Bobo. This is the other Bobo, my Bobo. Other Bobo was vicious and tried to beat up all my cats. Funny Bobo man. Oh, you gonna play Mav? Mavi's joining in the fun. Oh, Bobo's got it though this time. Mavi's not getting it. Maverick's tired. Are you sleepy, Mav? Yeah, you're tired. You're just moving your paws. You're not even jumping up to play. After a while, they both get tired and they don't want to chase it anymore at all. But the two boys are back together. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. It reminded me of that song. Oh no, I know, Lee. I know. Sugar free for me is stevia. And the chips I'm talking about have stevia in them, not aspartame, not sucralose. None of that stuff. But I know what you're saying. Aspartame and sucralose are just not good for you at all. We don't buy any of that stuff. Sometimes, like, if I have a Diet Coke once in a while, there's aspartame in that. I don't even drink a lot of that, but sometimes you just got to have pop. And I won't drink straight pop because of all the calories in it and sugar. I just won't. I don't, because I don't eat a lot of sugar normally. And that would be like sugar overload for me. Oh, gotcha, Lee. Yeah. Turkey's one of those things you either love it or hate it, I guess. There's not really an in between. Here's Momo. Momo has joined in on the group ensemble here. Hi, Mo. Organic honey. I have honey. I don't think it's organic, though. Let's see. What else? Momo, stop. What else is going on with me? Not a whole lot, really. Nothing's happening with the clogging. I wasn't able to put taps on my shoes yet. I'm hoping to one of these days. Okay, you too, Grandma Ducky. I'm probably not going to be on here a whole lot longer. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to go and browse around YouTube a bit and probably read some more of my book. I literally just got the book, so I'm not very far in it yet. But tomorrow I work for a little while in the evening. It was a commemoration of Holocaust for Jews and Messianic Jews on Saturday, I believe it was. That was pretty sad, reliving all that nightmare. But yeah, so basically that is all. There's not much else happening here. Another week is about to start up, and I'm looking forward to another week for sure. Find out what this week holds, you know. And then hopefully next Sunday, we will check out the new church and go to the right address this time, which is weird because, okay, where I work, it's like pretty far from my house. I take a bus to get there. And then the church I wanted to visit today happened to be like really close to where I live, but I was already at work for that meeting. So I went to the other church thinking I was going to the new one, and it didn't work out that way. So, yeah. Oh well. Now we'll hopefully get the address right and go there this weekend. I have been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial still. It pretty much ended for this week. I think they're going to be starting it up maybe on Monday if they're going to go back into the deliberations or whatever. I'm not really sure. But I've been leaving comments on that. You too, Lee. Thanks for coming in. I've been leaving comments on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing. And what I basically said is this: it sounds like two people that should not have stayed in a relationship together, that it got so bad that they both started drinking and getting drunk and acting the fool. And then it got so escalated that somebody ended up getting their finger severed off, which was Johnny Depp. And it should have never gotten to that point. And what I said was they both need to go get therapy, anger management training, and stay the heck away from each other. It's not rocket science. Now, I guess this happened like 6 years ago, so they did eventually get away from each other. But it should have never gotten to that point. If you're that volatile around a person, and if you have that little control over your drinking and stuff and your addictions, then you don't belong in a relationship where you can hurt another person, period. In my opinion, Amber Heard is the bad guy in that trial. I'm not saying Johnny doesn't have problems. He admits he has problems with addiction and stuff like that. But as far as the person that was really lashing out at the other person, that was Amber Heard. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure that was all Amber Heard. The only thing I know that Johnny Depp did was slam a bunch of cupboard doors and yell a lot and cuss. But as far as the physical stuff, that's Amber Heard. That's the way I see it anyway. Now, I could be missing something. I haven't been following the trial like super, super close. Close enough that I kind of know what's going on. And I haven't seen all the video footage that's out there, which I don't know how much is really out there. I saw the one with him slamming cupboard doors and them yelling at each other and stuff like that. But there may be other stuff out there that I'm not aware of, and that's fine. You guys can set me straight on that eventually. But yeah, so I've been kind of looking into that, finding out about that, and pretty much it. I think as you know, I'm not a big true crime fan anyway, but once in a while something will catch my eye, and I'll kind of look into it a little bit and you'll hear me talk about it. But this channel will never be fully true crime because I just don't like talking about crime, criminals, violence, or anything like that. So, but if there's like an injustice or like a personality disorder I can pinpoint, I'll talk about that. I have no problem with that, like behavior disorders and things like that, because that's sort of what I'm trained in anyway. All right, so there are 21 people here, not a whole lot of talking's going on anymore. So that's my key and my cue usually to start winding down and saying bye-bye. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, Miller, I hear you. Like I said, they both need to get help. They both have anger issues and they both have addiction of some sort apparently. I'm pretty sure they were both drunk. I think that's what they said at the trial. And you already know what I think of drinking to the point of drunkenness. I'm very much against it and opposed to it. I frankly just think it's ridiculous to make yourself that out of touch with reality that you're going to act the fool and hurt somebody. It's just dumb to me. Anyway, I'm going to get going. The numbers are dwindling down in the room, which means people are bored now and finding other things to do, and that's okay. Go do that. Thank you for coming in, though. 20, 25 people, however many I had here. Thank you. Means a lot when you're here supporting me or just paying attention to me a little bit and sharing whatever in the chat. I am going to go watch your video now, Miller. I did not get a chance to earlier. I didn't know about it earlier. So I am going to do that. And if I need to or want to, I might leave a comment on it of some sort. Mom will be nice. And I'm going to go break up a fight between my cats, too. So y'all have a great night. Thanks for stopping in and listening to me talk. And I will talk to you soon. Be blessed. Have a good week. Bye-bye. Shalom.